As a parent, there is nothing tougher than seeing your child struggle to get a good night's sleep. And when the solution is something like CPAP therapy, well, it can feel like a lot to handle. So today, we're going to break down the world of pediatric CPAP and really focus on what matters most, your child's comfort and their care. You've probably seen it, right? The restless nights, maybe some loud snoring, or even those scary little moments where their breathing just pauses. It is completely natural to worry when you know your child isn't getting that deep, restorative sleep they really need to grow and just be a kid. And I really need you to hear this. You are absolutely not alone. So many families go through this exact same thing. And while finding the right path forward can feel like a huge mountain to climb, trust me, it is completely achievable. All right, so let's start by looking at this from your perspective. Because this isn't just some medical thing, is it? It's an emotional journey, one that you and your child are taking together. It is perfectly okay for feel confused or maybe even a little heartbroken at the idea of putting medical equipment on your child. I get it. The goal is to help them, but the whole process can feel so intimidating. Let's try to make it a little less confusing. Now, let's get to what I think is the most important point in this whole explainer. When we're talking about pediatric CPAP therapy, comfort isn't just some nice bonus. It is literally the single most important factor for success. Everything hinges on this. Think about this for a second. As adults, we can kind of talk ourselves into things, right? We'll put up with something that's a bit uncomfortable if we know it's good for our health. But kids, they don't work that way. For a child, a weird texture, a little bit of pressure on their nose, that can be a total deal breaker. And that's exactly why you can't just take an adult mask, shrink it down, and expect it to work. It just doesn't. And the stakes here are really high. A mask that doesn't fit right isn't just a little annoying. It actually sabotages the entire therapy. You get air leaks, which means the treatment isn't really working. But even more importantly, it creates this awful cycle where your child starts fighting the mask, and bedtime becomes a source of stress and anxiety, which is the exact opposite of what we're all trying to achieve here. So, we've talked a lot about the problem. Let's get to the good stuff, the solution. Let's talk about the specific tools and gear that are designed to bring back those restful nights for your child. Okay, here's a perfect example of a solution that's truly built for kids. A mask like the ResMed Mirage Micro for Kids, it's not just a small version of an adult mask. Nope, it was engineered from the very beginning with a child's unique face and needs in mind. And it's even cleared by the FDA for kids who are 7 and older. And this is where you can really see the difference. Look at these features. The cushion is actually sized to create a gentle seal on a small face. There's an adjustable dial with 24 different positions, so you can fine-tune that fit perfectly. It's built to take pressure off their delicate little nose, and that low-profile frame, it gives them a clear field of vision, which is just huge for cutting down on that trapped, claustrophobic feeling. But hey, let's zoom out for a second. Beyond any one specific brand or model, what are the fundamental things we should be looking for? What are the real signs of a comfortable, kid-friendly mask? Here they are. These are the key things you want on your checklist. You're looking for soft seals that won't irritate their skin, a frame that's lightweight, not heavy or bulky. You want headgear that's super adjustable so you can get a secure fit that's never ever too tight. And like we just said, that open view is absolutely critical for helping your child feel calm and not so anxious about the whole thing. So you found the right equipment. Awesome. But now comes a part that's just as important. How do you introduce it? The how you do this is just as critical as the what you're using. So the whole name of the game here is making this a positive, low-pressure experience. Please, don't just try it for the first time at bedtime. Let them wear it for just a few minutes while they're watching TV or reading a book. Make it part of a game. And when they do a great job, reward that positive behavior. Celebrate those little wins. You want to turn it from a scary medical device into just another normal part of the routine. And finally, the last piece of the puzzle, and this is so important. Please remember that you do not have to go on this journey all by yourself. Having the right support system in place is absolutely essential. Because let's be honest, success here isn't just about buying a product online. It's about having access to actual experts who can guide you, who can answer your questions at 10 o'clock at night, and who can help you really dial in the therapy for your child's specific needs. So this is what a real support system looks like. Yeah, it's getting access to the best brands, but it's also so much more. It's personalized advice from real sleep specialists, one-on-one help to get the fit just right, and fast, reliable service. It's about having a real partner in your child's health. And at the end of the day, that's what this is all about, isn't it? This isn't just about stopping snoring or checking a box for a medical condition. It's about giving your child back what they deserve, the energy to play, the focus to learn at school, and that simple joy of waking up feeling great. And with the right tools, the right approach, and the right support, that is completely within your reach.